Good morning, friends. My name is Dory. I'm here from Stampin' Always with Dory, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Happy Friday. It's 10 a.m. on Friday morning. I have off today, so I'm super excited to hop on here and share another quick and cute fold with you this morning. If you have not seen or would like one of our new mini catalogs, just let me know. I can either put one in the mail or arrange, if you're local, I can arrange a pickup. These started in September and they go till the end of December, sorry. The suite that I'm using today is called Peaceful Garden, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is on page 32 and 33 of your holiday catalog. It features a stamp set, embossing folder, dies, and these, I'm all about the accessories. So there's hues of blue flowers and then also some silver edged ribbon too. So we're going to use those today as we stamp. If you're joining me on YouTube and you haven't yet liked my channel, I would love for you to be a part of the group and stamp with me. If you're joining me on Facebook, I would love for you to like, share, and you can leave me a comment as well. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with this fun fold, and I want to show you the designer series paper. You're gonna want to make tons of these. I think I shouldn't tell you what you're gonna want to do, but I think you're gonna want to make tons of these. So this is the Peaceful Garden DSP. Good morning again from Kentucky. How's the weather out there this morning? We were surprised it was 38 degrees when we woke up this morning, so it was a little chilly. There was some frost on the ground in PA today. The Peaceful Garden, like I told you, I love to use the colors as my card palette or my design palette. So I have Basic Beige, Cloud Cover, Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, Pecan or Pecan Pie, however you say it, and Secret Sea. Okay. So what you're going to do is you are going to choose one of your favorites, and the only thing I will put a little disclaimer on is this pack is perfect because the other side of the designer series paper coordinates very nicely. Sometimes you have totally different designs on the other side, or something that you may not prefer as a compliment. So just beware of that, okay? All right, so can I show you guys a couple other, I'm gonna show you a couple other samples from this. Let me grab them. And I absolutely love, I'm gonna show you the dies too, this Peace on Earth set. Oh, warming up to 70. That sounds great. Good morning, April. Thanks for joining me. You have Heartfelt Prayers. You have With Deepest Sympathy. But then you can also use it for Christmas as well. You have Peace, Love, and Joy, Peace on Earth, or Big Hugs for a Great Friend, which is, that's one of my favorites. So sometimes you just need a card, like just a hello, or, thinking of you or something like that. And I love this, Big Hugs for a Good Friend. And then the dies, there are 2 dies that come in this set that layer, sorry, I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Then you have the beautiful, I love the doves. So here's the one that we used, and then this is the other one. And then, oh my gosh, these are so stinking cute. I probably lost one of them because they're so small, but there's a die and there's a little envelope. Can you guys see it? All right, so let me show you. You can say, excuse me, sending. And then you have the little envelope in the dove's mouth. So you're sending heartfelt prayers. There's also some of this beautiful, I don't know, I want to say greenery, but it's not, like the vine shape. So there's the with deepest sympathy, and you can see the embossing folder around the outside. And then here's one. You can see the peace on earth. You see the beautiful, look at the ribbon. I love sparkle, shine, shimmer. And it has the silver and then the silver on the outside. And then here are the little, the little flowers right there as we go. So, but today we are going to be making this fun fold. Okay? So, let's get started. So you're going to take a piece of designer series paper, and the nice thing is you can get 2 cards out of one piece of 12 by 12 designer series paper. Okay, here's another one. I didn't finish this one, but like here's another one, another design. So you have kind of this I don't know, stem vine kind of thing, and then you're gonna open it up like that. All right, so let me show you real quick. This has a belly band on it, so you slip off the belly band, and this is how I did mine. So I left this piece. If you wanted to put a piece of white there, you could, but I feel like you could put your sentiment here, do a little signing, and you're good to go. So it's super, super easy, guys. All right, so you ready? Maybe let me slide this back on. I apologize. I've like been having some sinus issues, so if I cough, I apologize. All right, peace on earth. Here we go. We are gonna start with your favorite piece of cardstock. So my favorite is Secret Sea. That is my new favorite color. It is one of our in colors. It is dark, but it is absolutely beautiful. And you are gonna cut this for your card base at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So the nice thing is, if you want to make a few of them, you can cut out 4 pieces out of 1 piece of cardstock. And so you would need 1 piece of cardstock and 2 sheets of DSP, and that would be enough to make 4 cards. Okay, so here we go. So I have my card base, and I have my other 3 left over. All right. The other thing I am going to tell you is this piece is directional. So I'll show you when we score it how you can do it, and hopefully I do it correctly. I tell you guys, it might be do as I say, not as I do. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so we are going to bring in our, hi Rhonda, happy Friday. It's great to have you join me today. We're going to bring in our piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to turn it upside down. And the other side is beautiful too. That's the great part of it. So this piece is 5 1/4 by 11 1/2. Okay, so you're going to cut your 2 pieces and 5 1/4 by 11 1/2. I don't think I can get the whole thing on the screen, but you're going to score at 4. You're going to score at 6 3/4, and you're going to score at 9 1/2. Okay, and that's it. Super easy to remember. This was a Karen Titus design that I found. Okay, so we are going to, this might be reverse of the other one I did, but yeah, it is. It's reversed, but it's okay. You guys can see how this goes. In your accordion, it can be either way. So it can open this way if you wanted to, or it can open the opposite way. In order for my birds to be flying in the right direction, we're gonna adhere it this way, okay? Totally fine. Your accordion fold is just gonna be on this side, instead of the opposite side, but it's going to be just as beautiful, and your birds are going to be so much happier that they're flying right side up. So we are going to take our piece, and what I did is I just made sure I took my bone folder and I went across the edges, and that they were nice, and sometimes if you go like this, nice and smooth. Okay, just so you have a really nice crease on those edges. Okay, so we have that, and we are just going to put this on top of our, Joanne, good morning. Our piece of, I'm gonna trim this. I have a little bit of schmutz on the one side. Can't have that. Let's see if that helps. There we go. All right, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base of Secret Sea. We have our folded piece. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So we are going to attach this. I have my Stampin' Seal, so I'm just going to put that across the back, and make sure that you get the corners there too, because you can use as much as you want. That's what I love. I love being a demonstrator because I get a discount on my products. If you guys haven't seen, we have a great deal on our starter kit. There's 2 different ones you can choose from. The one is $35 and the one is $99. So if you're interested in shopping with a discount, you can sign up right on my website, or if you want to chat about it, I'd love to talk to you. So just send me a message and we can go from there. Okay, so we have our accordion. All right, on one of those pieces, I want to put a piece of white, okay? And that's where my sentiment's gonna go. So I have a piece of basic white, and that piece is 2 1/2 by 5. And so we're gonna add that too before we start. Like I said, this is where your sentiment will be stamped, and you could do a holiday message here, peace on earth. So this would probably be more of a Christmas card. The reason I put it on this fold is you don't see it. If you put your piece of white here, it will be seen there, and you will have a strip of white there instead of your designer series paper. If that makes sense. Okay. All right, friends. So with the piece that we had left over, let's see where my piece is here. My birds. The birds. Do I have a piece left? I do. So you are going to have a 1/2 inch piece left because you're cutting it at 11 1/2 as you go. Okay, so you're gonna have, let me tell you the truth here. When you cut the 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, sorry. So you're gonna cut your 2 pieces. I'll show you here. So these are gonna be your 2 pieces that you cut for your fold. And then you're gonna have this strip left over. So this is the one we're gonna use for our belly band. We don't need to get rid of this. We don't need to throw it away, right? So I cut it down to 1 inch by 9 1/2. So that's for our belly band, 1 by 9 1/2. And you could use either side, but I thought the flower side looked really nice. So that's just my personal opinion. So what we're gonna do is I always bring my belly bands, make sure we're going the right direction, okay? I always bring them to the front. I have it upside down. I'm so sorry, guys. Goodness, I need to take a couple more sips of coffee. Okay, so, and you wanna make sure you have a little bit of give there, okay? It's kind of like, you know, like a piece of a pair of stretch pants. You wanna make sure you have a little bit of give so that you can slide them up and down, okay? So there's that. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of adhesive there on the edge and attach my belly band like that, okay? So there's our belly band. Then what I'm going to do, so you have 2 options. you can use the, I thought this one was a little big. Okay, this was just my personal, again, my personal opinion. And I am absolutely in love with the dies here, the traditional label dies. I showed you guys these last week when I did my Facebook Live, but check these out. You can do all of these as well, okay? So just another set of dies that you're gonna wanna add to your wish list or your shopping cart. So I'm gonna cut one of these out. And let me grab a piece of paper here and I'll show you how absolutely beautiful. Fits right here on a scrap that I have on my table. And I am just gonna run this through. And as we're chatting, what I did with these dies is I just got a piece of white paper, basic white, and I ran them all through at one time. Here you can see here. Okay, so you had your little envelopes, the two birds, and then the layering labels. And that way I have them. Obviously, I'm not going to use them all in one card, but they're there. So if I'm doing a little creative session, sorry, I'm using my stamp cut and emboss machine, making a little earthquake over here. I apologize. Okay, but look at this one too. Here we go. Love it. And I don't know why, this one was just perfect for the outside. I like the little bit of detail that it had around the outside. You guys see it? The detail. There we go, it comes into focus, okay? So we have this there, and we are gonna take our Misty Moonlight ink pad. That is one of our colors that was in our pack. And we have our acrylic block and our piece on earth. And so, thank you, Joanne. We are just gonna, I'm gonna gently tap it because I don't wanna make you guys. Okay, piece on earth. We're gonna pray for the best here. Haha. All right, piece on earth it is. All right, and then I'm gonna try to push it forward without getting too much ink on my fingers. Oh well, I tried. I said I was gonna try, but you can still tell that I've been stamping today, right? All right, friends. So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna attach our belly band, or our stamp piece to our belly band. And what I like to do is, this is a great time to use the edges of your dimensionals. So what you can do is you can take, because you just need a strip of dimensionals, so you can use the edges here. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this. Don't ever throw the edges away. And you can just put it right here because that's where I want my piece to attach. Okay, and so I'm just gonna put my piece on earth right there, just like that. And you can leave it like that, right? That's fine, but we wanna amp it up a little bit. So we are going to use the little blue flowers, and we're gonna add those to the sides. And then we're also gonna cut out a, let me show you the blue flowers, they're right here. They're so pretty. And they're different colors too. I love, 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 love. Can't say love enough. Let me show you. Oh, there's some white ones up here too. They're absolutely beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your pick tool, and I want the dark flowers, and I'm gonna put one, and look, they even coordinate. Everything coordinates. I love Stampin' Up. And we are going to put that right there. Okay, whoops, one might be a little higher than the other. It happens. Do a little adjusting. Okay, peace on earth. But we're not done yet, friends. So I'm gonna take my die that has my so here's the one that I showed you. This is the one we did not use with the wings open. This is a perfect one to put, you can put the little envelope right there in the beak, and the other one here if you wanted, oops, sorry, put the little envelope there too. But we're gonna cut this one out, okay? And I have another piece of scrap, and I'm going to run this through. Sorry, I thought I cut two, but apparently not. Or one flew away, I'm not sure. The thing I love about this card is you can use any of your designer series paper that you have. And you know, you can use the floral, you can use black and white, anything you have. You can make quick and cute holiday cards with this. Impress your friends. They're gonna be like, holy cow, she is really up in her game. So the little dove goes right there in the corner. And what I did with this is, let me put these here. I used just a little piece of the edge of my dimensionals. I'm gonna trim those. Actually, I'm gonna go over here on the side, and I just used a little small piece like this. Cut off the edge, and I'm gonna put it, what I like to do with this one is I put it here, kind of right here on the edge there, okay? And then I can attach the dove to it, just like that. How quick and cute is that? I love it. Do you guys love it? And then here's the other one that I did. Again, you can do it either way, but love the cloud cover, the berries on the cloud cover here, okay? And this one, you would use your, this one you could make, like, this one would be a great sympathy card. You could also make it into a birthday card too. It's kind of a little more manly. It has the hues of blue. And I also wanted to share with you, there's another coordinating, I think I put the wrong pages when I was announcing this today, but there's also another one. It's called Peaceful Days, and it coordinates with the Peaceful Garden Suite collection. But you can make 3D projects with it, scrapbooking pages. So it does have some two-toned DSP that comes along with it, and then the designer series paper and sticker sheet too. So that's another added bonus that coordinates there. So and this one, like, if you didn't want to do a belly band, guys, you could use the beautiful ribbon, and you could tie your card together, so your friends would just have to untie it if they wanted to. Or we can, let's do it this way. We're gonna stamp on the fly here for a second. So we're gonna use our ribbon. It's gonna be like our belly band. I love this ribbon. I might have to buy more. Okay, so we have our little knot right there. Okay, and then you could put your little sentiment there. Let's see. You could use these too. You could layer these, and maybe not. Just kidding. It's kind of big. See that? It was a little big for me, so I thought I would use the other ones. But you have this one here, and honestly, you can attach your dimensionals right to your ribbon. They will stick. Okay. So let's stamp something on here. I'm going to use this one with Deepest Sympathy, and we're going to use the other bird to go along with it. I have my Misty Moonlight here. I love April, I love this design. It is so quick and easy, and I know sometimes we are hoarders of our designer series paper, so this is a great way to use your paper with Deepest Sympathy. Okay, we're going to use that one there, and I'm going to try to close this again. My Misty Moonlight and I are not getting along. It's making my thumb a little. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. I'm going to show you. We're going to peel these off. I promise you, it does stick right to the ribbon. Okay, but you can also just roll the ribbon right off. So we have with Deepest Sympathy. and then you would be able to slide the ribbon off. So that would be your belly band there. And then we are going to take our friend here and no, we're going to add it over here. No, we're not. Just kidding. We're going to add it here. Okay, so you have your With Deepest Sympathy. And again, I'm going to add it a dimensional to the bottom of the bird's tail. Oops. This is quick, and we're gonna do it like that. Okay, and then we're gonna add another one on the wing. So to make sure that the bird does not go anywhere. The ribbon is absolutely beautiful. I am in love. I love silver anyway. Especially silver sparkles, so this is right up my alley. Okay, so there's our bird With Deepest Sympathy, and then we are going to add our little flower. All right, and I'm going to use a lighter one. I'm going to use the lighter one here and peel that off with my Take Your Pick tool, just like that. And then I'm going to add two other ones. I'm going to add one down here. I'm going to add one up at the top, like so. And then you have your With Deepest Sympathy. You can slide off the ribbon portion, okay? And then you would have your sentiment on the inside, on that little strip. So here are two, let me put them up there, two cards that you can make with the Peaceful Garden collection, found on page 32 and 33. And there's some also, look, I want to show you guys, they even made a piece of home decor with it, and then they used it to make tags. So those are perfect for tags, and they wrap little candles. So the options are, there are no options, I guess is what I should say. There are so many things that you can do with it. All right, so if you need any supplies, you can find me at doryschneider.stampinup.net. And I hope you have a fabulous Friday. I will be back next Friday, and I will have another fabulous fun fold to share with you. So thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.